everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Patriots going up against the Falcons. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. I'm Brandon Guyton. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tom Brady brings out the New England Patriots. This is a man, Charles, who's going to turn 40 on August 3rd. We know what just happened. Another Super Bowl ring for him. But up around that age of 40, that's where we think quarterbacks, the tank is empty. What does he have left?
He's actually moved the line even more, hasn't he? Remember we used to think 35? It was that time, and Tom Brady keeps moving it up. I think he's got plenty left because, number one, he absolutely loves the game. He's lost none of that zest. His workout regimen, his diet, all those things put it together. He's flexible. He takes hits, and he keeps moving. It's absolutely unbelievable. I think he can win another Super Bowl or two before he retires, and I can't believe I've actually said that. He shouldn't be able to do it. But I just remember him telling me in November of 2015, I just love the game, and I see no end for him.
This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed. But it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
Brady to throw on second down. And that is incomplete here. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell, an extra year, well, their only year, but a year under their belt now to get better.
They're just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate and elevate. And think about the building blocks they had in front of them. Second-year guys in 2016 who had big years. Grady Jarrett, a monster in the Super Bowl, tied a sack record in that game against New England. And Vic Beasley led the NFL in sacks for the regular season with 15 and a half, and also had 6 forced fumbles.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. is getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Brady now on first down. And right side caught Hogan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Courtney Upshaw from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And LeGarrette Blount just does not go down easy. You know, from my experience as a defensive back, this was a difficult guy to try and tackle because of the force that he runs with, and he's not going to be daunted no matter it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Well, what shocks me about last year, 18 touchdowns. I mean, the yards were pretty good, 1161. But when I think of New England, I don't think of a running back getting 18 touchdowns.
You know, that to me, it was the combo that made the 2016 season for him. Most yards in his career, most touchdowns in his career by far. And he's the type of guy that, hey, you want to give it to me inside the 5? He doesn't believe anyone's going to stop him.
He'll try and keep this away from Hester as this is going toward the sideline. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And time to see what the Atlanta Falcons can do on offense. There's Matt Ryan, starting quarterback, just shy of 5,000 yards in that incredible season in 2016 for Matt Ryan. You look forward, he's going to be working with a new offensive coordinator, Charles.
One of the things I've always admired about Matt Ryan is his ability to embrace change, because he had the same type of a system, changed some coordinators early in his career, but the system was essentially the same for most of his career. And then he had a coordinator change in 2015 and had to adapt to a new style. And he did it so well that by 2016, he was the NFL MVP. So a new offensive coordinator is not going to change much for him. He's going to try to adapt one more time to a new style, new ways of doing things, and I think he'll do it very successfully.
And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Second down now after the incompletion. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Here's New England defensively. Last year, the #1 overall defense as far as points given up goes. And they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Now, they certainly do. And let's go back to the Super Bowl. Trey Flowers, who was their leading sack guy in 2016, he had 7 in the regular season. He was a monster in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. He's back there for them. How about Dante Hightower at linebacker? His first Pro Bowl in 2016, and then just moving on back to the secondary. Devin McCourty, the guy who quarterbacks him back as safety, he's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free safety.
And that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. Now fourth down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So on fourth down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And these are for real. Okay, as you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Amendola catching it left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 0-0 our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, here's Blunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And that is incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now Ryan back into his end zone. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers. So you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that brings up fourth down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Brady now on first down. Going underneath to Blount. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Brady now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rashid Hageman in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And right side caught Hogan. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. And they were able to halt them last time on 4th down. Was a great stand. They'll be looking for another stand here.
To be able to stand up against someone trying to go for it on 4th down, because obviously they went for it because they thought that they could get it, that they thought they had the right play call. Didn't happen. They're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves going forward and flexing the rest of this game.
And the offense will be trying to prevent that flex on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Torlolo. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, let's roll the highlights. Now midway through the first, Upshaw is able to zero in on the QB here. This will go as a loss of 10. Falcons have the football midway through the second. Sanu's found on the quick pass and catched it, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 20. Now to late in the first half, defense is going to come away with the sack. This will go for a loss of 7. Staying late in the second, Jones has got nobody around him on the catch, and he ends up at their own 49-yard line.
Thank you, Mr. Ridley. A scoreless first half, and now we're set for quarter number 3. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. On first down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Try to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 66 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. On the return now, here's Keyshawn Martin. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready to throw on second down. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain at third down. Brady gives now to Blunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On third and long, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashid Hageman in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Hester. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the Combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction. And then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. One quarter remains in Super Bowl 51. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. shotgun now for Brady. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady finding time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On second down, here's Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
LeGarrette Blunt. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt, 64 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now still down one. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths. But it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blunt. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Now Hester will get a shot. Oh, nice move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Now a play fake here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Ryan on first down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the I. Ryan now off the bootleg. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And Jones has it over the middle. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. The throw left side complete to Hogan. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it brings up 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Ryan wants to throw it. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They come up in an offset eye. Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew, so they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now the spike comes with 28 seconds left on the clock. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. Brady to throw again. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. One final try now for Brady. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.